Hey everybody, I had a few people ask me on how I set up my water meth injection on my second gen Veloster. It's a 2019 DCT. Got it from Burger Motorsports. Currently running the JB4 on the car, and I wanted to start running methanol injection to help out with the boost and the IAT temperatures and all that other good stuff. So it's been working really good. I didn't mount the tank in the trunk like the kit. It comes with the tank, and you can put it in the trunk and then mount or run the wires and the hose and all that stuff through the car and then through the firewall. I didn't want to do that. It just seemed like a lot of extra work maybe, and I didn't really want a methanol jug sitting in my trunk. So thought it'd be better if I just mount it up front, and then I just use my washer jug as my tank. So what I did was I tapped into the bottom of my washer jug. I drilled it out and then tapped the bottom of the jug and then put the fitting in. And then I sealed it up with some silicone to make sure it didn't leak or whatever. It was all good. Then I ran my 1/4 inch line along the bottom side of the intercooler. I zip tied it in. It fit perfect all the way across the bottom. It was actually surprising on how well it did just kind of fit in there. Then I come around here, and then I mounted the pump. There it is there, the line running to it coming from the tank. So let me see. So I made a bracket. I went to a local hardware store, grabbed some joist straps, and I cut them to the appropriate length that worked for me, and it's pretty solid in there. I might redo it now that I know what I want, how I want it to mount in there. But I cut them and I mounted the pump from Burger Motorsports. I mounted it in there. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. I haven't had any problems with any leaks or anything like that going on. But so here's the line into the pump, and here is the line out. And this line here goes to my solenoid for my fail-safe. So if something happens, it will stop my pump from pumping to the injector, in which it runs. So here is, let me see. So here is the Hyundai injector adapter. So here's my map sensor. It's originally bolted to the charge pipe, which is, it's kind of hard to stick my finger in there, which is right here. So you unbolt it, and then this adapter goes on. Then the injection nozzle is in the bottom of this, so it's sticking inside the pipe. Obviously, it's spraying inside there. But this line is coming from my solenoid, which is, if I can stick my camera down in there, you can kind of see it. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. But I have it mounted there. It's on the bracket. It's bolted in there. It's not zip tied down or cable tied or anything flopping around there. I didn't want anything loose because that's a pretty good chance you're going to have a leak. So, and then it basically runs there. And that's pretty much it for the plumbing, on the plumbing side of it. Now the wiring side of it, so here's the power wire out of the pump. I use the factory grounds. There's one here, and there's one here. You have to run a ground from your solenoid. You have to run a ground from your pump, obviously. And then come up top. Here's the FSB, your fail-safe box. Your wires coming out. And then your wires going to your JB4. And you have to run pins into the connector on the inside of the box. And it tells you in the instructions that you get from Burger Motorsports on which pin locations to put them into. I'm not going to try and guess, but definitely read the instructions if you're going to do it yourself. But I mounted my fail-safe box here right beside my JB4, which was convenient, and it worked. So my power wire runs into my fuse box. Here, I'll try and see if I can get this open. There we go. Whoa. Okay. So I had a micro tap for a fuse, and I went into my vacuum. Which one is it? It's for my vacuum pump. So I can still retain my vacuum pump. I didn't lose any power going to it, so I just piggybacked off that terminal to run my power for my pump. So this is my power wire. Let's see, I'll put this back. Kind of a pain. It works good though. Power wire comes down. Comes down into my failsafe box, and then power out is the yellow wire. Sorry, I'm not gonna watch them. Look at my hands. Got the yellow wire coming from my box to the red wire on my pump, which is this one right here. That's pretty much it. The green wire goes to your solenoid. The other black wire that it hooks up to, and obviously the other black wire on the solenoid, like I said, went to the ground on the frame down here where I showed you before. That's pretty much it. I mean, like, it's working really good. It makes a whole lot more power, and the IATs are like super cold compared to where they were before on a hot day. Like, it's crazy how much better it works with the water meth injection. I've got no issues of bringing this into the dealership and them giving me a hard time about it. It's all set in there right, and it's all set up through the JB4, so, and it works flawlessly. And any questions that I did have, you know, you get support from Burger Motorsports like immediately. Like there's no, you know, trying to get somebody to try and help you with it. It's great. So yeah, no, it works good. Like, I mean, you can run it hard, and you can feel how cold the intake manifold is. You can put your hand on it while the engine's screaming hot, and the runners going into the cylinder head they're like ice cold. I'm running probably like a 60% methanol, 40% water mix on the system. I might go up a little bit just for a little bit more octane rating, and because it's running plenty cool enough, and it's getting into the fall now here. And it's pretty cool at night, and during the day it might be 20-25 degrees, but it's been pretty good. But yeah, super easy to put in, and I think it's the best thing it did was mount the pump up front, right in front of the driver's side wheel. And it doesn't, obviously, I didn't wipe this off. This is just how it's been, and it stays clean and dry in there. And I can tell there's been no leaks or anything down on the splash shield, so it looks pretty good. So yeah, no, I'd suggest putting it up front. I don't know why you'd want to put it in the trunk, other than I have no idea why, honestly. But it looks good. But so yeah, just want to shoot the video to show some people that you can definitely run your feed line from your washer tank. I mean, like, if I screwed up my washer tank, I'm pretty sure a washer tank's not going to cost you a whole lot of money to replace it. If you screwed it up or something, you could plastic weld it or whatever if you wanted to go back, or just close off the fitting somehow. But yeah, it's not rocket science, obviously. It's pretty straightforward. And the benefits of running the water methanol injection is like, it's A1. It should come like that from the factory, but we all know that'd never happen. But okay, thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helps out some people, and just, it's not hard to do. Like, if you can make a bracket and bolt some stuff down, you can put this in. I definitely suggest to make sure you keep all your wiring tidy. I've seen some installs that don't look that great, and mine's not, you know, professional by any means, but it looks pretty good, and everything's staying together, so it looks good. Okay, well, thanks for watching the video. Bye for now.